Hey, it's Jesse Eker, founder and CEO of Build Your Brand Online. We help entrepreneurs build seven-figure brands using the power of virtual events. I want to give you a quick look behind the scenes of what our mentorship and flagship program looks like. If you have any questions at all or you want more information on this mentorship program, comment events below and we'll be sure to reach out to you. Enjoy. What I'm talking about is the offer right now, if anyone wants to talk about that. And we're helping people get clear on that. And then we can go and talk about any other parts too. But I'd like to start with the offer because I know people are coming up. Louisa.
Thanks, Louisa. I've got a couple of questions about the offer. I haven't necessarily got, I'm not sure that I've got to the part where you talk about when and at what points we present the offer. Is that in the program?
So it's really dependent on you, but usually, so how long's your event?
So it's 3 days, but I'm wondering, what if not everyone turns up for all days?
Yeah, for sure. So the last week that we just did is about the after event sequence. So I'll share with you guys right now about how this works, and just so that everyone's super clear. So you bring up an amazing point, like not everyone's going to be there for your offer, right? And even the people that are there, you don't even know what they're doing, right? They could be like doing the dishes or playing with kids or on a run, working out. Like the pros and cons of virtual events are very clear. The pro is you can literally be in someone's house. They can tune in from anywhere with Wi-Fi, get to listen to you basically expense free, right? The con is the attention versus the live event. So in a live event in person, you have that attention with them. Like they are there, you feel their energy, right? With a virtual, you're not necessarily there with them. Like this is great for all of us, but like there's two people that are not on camera right now. I'm not saying that's bad or good, but I don't know what's going on with them, right? But I know what's going on with, the 6 of you I could see. But that's, when you're streaming on Facebook, you can't see anyone, right? So understanding that the virtual is more about repetition of using the offer multiple times than it is about nailing the offer one time. I'm going to repeat that one more time because it's really important. The virtual event's more about the repetition of stating the offer and articulating the offer multiple times versus nailing it the one time. Most of the time, people do it on the last day, right? And there's going to be a chunk of people that are not there the last day. And so people treat these virtual events like live events, and they stop. And they're like, okay, the event's done, right? People who join, right? But that's not what we do. We have an after event sequence, which basically is how do we continue to articulate the offer as many times as possible after the event is done, right? And so we use email, we use messages, we use posts, we go live more often, right? We do different parts to actually continue to get in front of our message in front of our audience, right? So yeah, you're gonna have different people. So, for a 3-day, it's really what you feel comfortable with. And I want you to feel comfortable, like that you've earned the right to pitch, right? Now that's a belief, right? It's a total belief that you can pitch after 15 minutes and you could feel like you did that. So usually on like a 5-day, we'll open things up on day 4. So we'll basically mention it like, hey, a lot of people have been asking more about the program we have to offer. And because I've been seeding it throughout, right? Like we want to make sure that we're talking about it throughout our event so that it's not like a surprise for people. So we're seeding it throughout, and we say, today I'm going to officially open enrollment for it. I'm not going to go into detail, but if you feel like you're ready for the next step, let's book a call and let's talk about what it would look like. So you mention it for the first time on day 4, right? You're going to have very small people.
3-day.
So 3-day, you can mention it on day 2 if you want.
And when you say you seed it, do you say like you discuss a product, you discuss an area, and then you'll go, but obviously that will, be practiced and developed in the fuller program.
Yeah. So, there's different things that we can do. So like, if I'm talking about filling an event, I can talk about, I'm going to tell you what you need to do to fill the event. And obviously in our program, the Online Brand Accelerator, we give you the marketing plan, we give you the templates, we give you the posts to use to fill your events. But right now I'm going to discuss what you need to do to fill the events right now so that you can have a head start in what you're doing.
So we need to think about that with respect to every part of that, of our, in our event, we need to look at every kind of aspect of our training, whatever it is, and go, okay, so how do we extend this in terms of product in the main event?
I think it becomes natural once you are going through it, right? So every time you feel like there's something that you cover, like, you feel about that this is a good enhancement, you can just, talk a little bit about it, right? You can talk about, like, if you see someone make a mistake or you see someone has a challenge, you say, this is why, we do the mentorship program, is because, there's only so much we can do right now. Right? But you never want to dismiss what they're doing, but you always want to make sure that you're seeding it. So you never want to make sure that they feel like they're not getting enough. You always say, for right now, or to give you a head start or get you into momentum or give you a really big competitive advantage, right? This is what we're going to work on right now. There's obviously so much that we're going to do, and that's why we created this another program. But right now I want to give you everything I got, right? So I don't make you feel bad, right? I make you feel like you are spending your time and it's valuable. At the same time, I make you understand that there's something more.
So you've got a lot of product. You've got a lot of your product is broken down in your offering, in this program. So it's all broken down into, all kind of discrete bits. And like a lot of the information that I provide, the formats are quite front-ended.
When you say front-ended, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, the frameworks are what I kind of give in the main event.
Yeah.
It's then going underneath those frameworks and using them. And a lot of my stuff is about the language, so it's language, practicing, learning how to do it, as opposed to, here's an email format that you can use to.
So here's how you do this. So you say,
go on.
So here's what you say is today I'm going to give you the framework for how you would get this type of result. Using this framework takes practice. It takes repetition. It takes skill. You need to know exactly what language you need to use so that you get the results you want. Today I'm going to give you the framework that works, but one of the reasons why I created a mentorship program or a coaching program was so that you don't have to struggle to learn what works and what doesn't. But today, let's cover the framework right now. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter about the templates. It doesn't matter about anything. You take what you are doing and what you know you're doing, and you bake that in, right? And you don't do it that often. You just do it every once in a while. Right? You do it when you feel like you can emphasize something else. When you feel like this is going to be a great head start, but not a finish line. And it's more of like a context to them, where it's like the framework is our head start, but it's the framework itself is not going to get you the results you want, right? But it's going to give you a massive head start to getting there, right? And that's what this is all about, is giving you that head start so that you can get there. And my program is to get you to the finish line.